Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. The Real Rant Reviewer back with you for another rant review. I'm just calling it a rant review. I can't go either way with this. You see it on the screen. You should already know what it is. H2 Halloween 2 2009 Rob Zombies Halloween 2. I don't know which way I'm going, so this is where I'm going to rant this shit out. We're going to rant this out together. Let's get right into it. Michael Myers, right? Yeah, you pick up a Mikey here. Is Mikey as brutal as ever, guys? Yes! Michael Myers, Tyler Mane in this, again, he delivers. I don't care what anybody says. Rob Zombie's Michael Myers vision is a beautiful thing. It's vicious. It's the most vicious Myers you're ever going to get. And you'll ever get. And, man, whatever, the cinematography by Rob Zombie. To look at this movie is a pleasure. I'm sorry, but to look at these scenes where Myers comes out in the beginning, guys, this hospital scene, we'll talk about it. Right in the beginning is a hospital scene you pick up with Miss Laurie Strode, rushed to the hospital after the crazy Halloween night that she had with Myers, and she picks up right there. She's at this hospital. She wakes up. No one's around. She needs help. No one's helping her. You know why? Because Mr. Myers is there, guys. He's there for his baby sister. See, there's a motive here. Myers is really human in this. Maybe I really disrespecting Rob Zombie and his Halloween because they makes his Michael Myers not take 20 gunshots to the chest and walk away. I'm sorry, but maybe they just make him legitimate big 6'6", 300-pound beast, burly of a man that if you were one-on-one with, you'd have a real problem. Even with a gun, you'd have a problem. And this is what a problem is. This is what a problem looks like. Thank you, Rob Zombie, for giving me a fucking problem. I like this problem. All right. So you stop at the Halloween, the hospital scene. He does some vicious murdering, guys. I mean, how could you compare? And there's a great scene where he's overlooking the moon, and he I don't know what it is, guys. He comes out. It's a rain shot. That's right. He's coming out, Myers, and it's raining. Rob Zombie, hats off to you, cinematographer. First 20 minutes of this movie, yes, it's intense. And it's the hospital scene, so you think it's just going to be like Halloween 2, but it's not. Ooh, it's all a little dream sequence. It's awesome, though, guys. But yeah, was I disappointed that was a dream sequence? Of course I was. Of course I was. But I think the Rob Zombie should have made that a real event, or maybe the whole movie based upon around that hospital. Oh, shit. Anyways, you pick up with Laurie. You see that this is just a dream she's having, a nightmare. You pick with her real life. She's living with Annie, her best friend, and her father now, Chef Brackett. So she's trying to recover from this brutality that she's received the last year or whatever have you. Fucking hey, dude. And Myers is just going around hoboing and doing this thing. Now, yeah, I like Myers hoboing and doing this thing because he's not wearing the mask. He's not like, hey, come arrest me or come get me, right? He's kind of smart, right? He's not a stupid supernatural dummy who's just like, oh, I'm not going to be seen. I'm supernatural. No, he's a man. He can be seen. He can be caught. So he takes his mask off and he walks around hobo style for a couple years or whatever. Good shit. I mean, to me, it's a little bit believable. He lives off, we see what he lives off of here, guys, what he does to people. Brutality, man. I mean, he kills these two dudes trying to bully him off the cornfield, bro. And he just wrecks them, and then he just eats their dogs. So we see, and Laurie throws up because she's having some kind of psychic connection with her brother, you know what I'm saying? So there's some shit like that going on. They try to, Zombie tries. I just give it to Zombie. And I like this ending, too. We'll talk about that. I love the music. Thank you, Rob Zombie. You always do music well. I mean, he does not original music, but music in its place where it needs to be at the right time. Great job, Rob Zombie. So fuck it. We go into it. Strode's dealing with her shit. She's like, blah, blah, blah. And we pick up with Mr. Dr. Loomis. He's, living it up off his little story here of Laurie Strode and Myers. He's selling books. He's making this story a movie or whatever. He's making money, guys. And you see here, somebody's not happy about it. A victim of the father of the victim, one of the victims, comes up to Loomis and threatens him with a gun, all that bullshit. So you see that Loomis is, And then, yeah, so, it's basically Laurie finds out that she is Myers' sister finally from a book that Loomis wrote, of course. She finds it in a bookstore. She reads it. She finds out she is Angel Myers. She's really Michael Myers' sister, baby sister. She finds it out. She loses her shit. She's like, fuck it, I'm just going to go for broke. Let's go party. And it sounds good to me, Laurie. They go to party to forget about this problem, forget all their problems. And they do. And Myers follows in there, though, and ends up killing a friend, stalking him back to the house, kills the other friend, kills Annie, finishes Annie off, guys. Oh boy, oh boy. And then, of course, Laurie Strode walks in on Annie dying, and it's intense, no doubt about it. But I will tell you the more intense scene. And this movie is intense, of course. I mean, fuck you guys, Fuck all you guys. They're like, oh, he's not supernatural. So he does all this shit, and he does a lot really good. He's good at what he does, murder. And he does the murder, and he kills Annie. Annie dies, and Laurie has to flee. Michael's in hot pursuit. And this is where Brackett comes in and finds his daughter dead. And I like it because Brackett, of course, he's like, no, he's like, where is she? And he's telling the guys, like, telling him, go back. And he's like, ugh, he puts his hands out, like he's telling him, like, get the fuck out of the way. So he gets out of the way. Brackett goes to his daughter, and it's what's emotional about it. I have to give Zombie is that he runs like real footage of Danielle Harris. He runs real VHS footage of her as a young girl. So and it's like running as Brackett is holding her. So it's cool. There's music, I believe, but I just want to say there's silence. So it's really well done by Zombie and by Brad Dwarf, of course, Sheriff Brackett, and Annie there. Amazing scene. I really felt it. He's done now. He's going off. He's going for Myers too. What happens is Strode ends up being caught at a house with Myers. Loomis sees this on TV. He sees the police hostage situation going on. He goes down to the crime scene. He tells Brackett he wants to help. Brackett's like, I should fucking dome you because you're the one that caused all this. Now you want to undo it? No, you're not. Get out of here. But Loomis doesn't listen. He runs into the shed with Myers and Laurie. I find it interesting. Because he's telling her there's no one holding you down, and there isn't no one holding her down. It's all her mind. See, her mind has gotten so fucking warped from this abuse, from the PTSD, from the violent traumas she experienced. I mean, this is all just coming to a head finally, and she's losing it. And they end up shooting Myers, getting Myers out of the house, and they end up shooting and killing him. Whatever, not my favorite scene, but whatever. They kill him, and then you're gonna go to Laurie here. And I like the fucking Laurie thing. I like the music. The Love Hurts music is great. I've never heard it before this Zombie one, and I had to look it up, that music, after this, and listen to it on its own. That's how good Zombie is at soundtracks. Fuck it. So, and it's a slow zoom in her in a corridor as the white horse, of course, is coming up to her. So she's lost it, but I like the picture because she looks just like the Michael Myers from the first movie. So it, like, draws you back to that first, like, she's actually looking like Michael Myers. It's crazy. It's crazy good. I just wanted to give time to H2, to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, because I wanted to do it for a while, and I always want to give time to movies that deserve it, and the special attention, So let's cut this rant review off right here. I did enough praising of Rob Zombie's Halloween H2. I'm even praising, leave your comment. I know it's shit compared to the other Halloweens. I'm not putting it up there. I think it was like top 10 on my list, or I don't even know, but I'm telling you, this movie deserves a one-time watch, and I'm telling you that for Michael Myers and for the brutality and the cinematography. All right, so watch it for that. Thank you, Rob Zombie, and fuck everyone else. All right, peace.